Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson from ArabNews.com, and it reads, 10 dead in a new attack by Houthis in Yemen. And it says at least 10 Yemen government soldiers were killed on Wednesday in a renewed Houthi military offense in the contested central province of Marib. And keep this in mind, the Houthi rebels, they are an official Iranian-backed military group. And it says the new attack shattered a trust that has largely held since last April and came amending the renewed diplomatic efforts to end the 8-year war. The Houthis launched an attack on hills of overlooked Harab district south of Marib. They made progress on the front, causing the displacement of dozens of families. And Yemen military source said at least 10 soldiers were killed in the addition to the unknown number of attackers. The fight continues a month after at least 4 soldiers were killed in the same district, and thence the new optimistic after Saudi Arabia, Iran, who back opposing the sides in the new war, agrees to restore diplomatic ties. The Houthis are interested in sending a clear political message that the Raja Tehran deal does not mean they will just surrender. Said, right, and keep this in mind. I remember, when I was doing sit-down lessons, with the offense of Saudi, the Saudi military was going against the Houthi rebels and stuff like that. And then now after this Iran-Saudi Arabia agreement, you would think it kind of slowed tensions down, But according to what they were saying, they said after Iran and Saudi Arabia has a deal, and it said, and I'm going to read it again for edification's sake. It says the Houthis are interested in sending a clear political message that the Radaya and Tehran deal, which is Iran-Saudi Arabia deal, to end their conflict between both nations. It says does not mean they will just surrender, said Maj al-Mahajaya, if I pronounce his name right, an analyst at the Sana'a Center for Strategic Studies think tank. The Houthis lean more towards the option of a military confrontation than current negotiations. A exchange of hundreds of prisoners were agreed this week, and Hans Grunberg, the UN Security General Special Envoy for Yemen, has said intense diplomatic efforts were underway to reach a peace deal. An open letter on Wednesday from the NGOs in Yemen, included Oxfam and Save the Children, urge It says an open letter on Wednesday from the NGOs in Yemen, included the Oxfam and Save the Children, urge the warring sides to reach a truce and move towards an inclusive Yemen peace process, Salakia meant to say. And this is the book of Luke 21 and 9. And I'm going to read to verse 10 as well too. And this is the book of Salakia. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be ye not terrified, for things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, because you're going to have more continuing similar clashes like this around the world. With the wars and commotions that's going on, the proxy wars, clash wars, and what these nations have. You had one class of rivals going against another class of rivals in a Pacific nation, and that's what's going on, the wars and commotions between these nations and different organization factors. And I'm going to read it again for edification's sake. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9 of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Next verse, Luke 21 and 10. Then say he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, and that's what we're seeing. Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is a recent news article that I just brought out. The fighting between the Houthi rebels against the different organization factors. They renewed their attacks increasingly as they tried to come with some type of trust agreement, which was made last year of April, I believe, or last April, as the fighting continues to rage on, as it's stated right here from ArabNews.com. It says 10 dead in new attack by Houthis in Yemen, because Houthis is an Iranian-backed allied military group. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.